Welcome and thank you for joining Andre Renee's Creative Cafe. This show focuses on the arts and artists' God-given talent. We strongly believe that you are your passion. And today we have a wonderful show. Tuyeni is here. And she's so powerful. She's not only an educator, a healer, a CEO, a published author, but she tells stories through her spoken word. And that's what I want to start with right off the bat. First of all, would you please say hello to our listening audience?
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Tuyeni Akanke Smith, and everything that this beautiful man has said is the truth.
Amen. I'm a little blown away when I read her bio and her credentials. I was like, wow, how does she have room for this? You need another page. Because we are going to get to the dual masters. And shout out to my Howard University people.
HU, you know, Z5B, blue and white, where my sigmas and zetas at. What's up?
There you go. I told
What's
you.
up? All right.
So right, so you see the energy. So this is how you are in the house, and we appreciate you. So.
And I value that experience so much because I was able to sit there, despite all of the challenges that I had gone through growing up 18 years in Chicago. I was able to sit there and say, but I can do this too.
Right.
I can succeed.
Right.
I can love myself.
Right.
I can be proud of my heritage. I can understand more about my ancestors, and I can really move forward in this life with other black individuals who are doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was, I ain't gonna lie, Howard did put a chip on my shoulder, and that chip ain't gonna leave nowhere, because as a black woman, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm able, and nothing is gonna stop me.
Is it safe to say you really love black?
I really love black. That's an understatement.
Indeed.
Like I'm blackety black. I tell my students all the time, I'm blackety black.
I'm black and I'm super proud.
Let me tell you, all day
right.
long, because I understand what it means to be an African American. I understand what it means to be a Native African. I understand what it means to be from the hood, and I also understand what it means to have roots in the country.
I understand.
And
right.
it's important to know the combination of those things in order to really fill out your full identity. Because as black individuals, we're powerful, and we're important, and we are a necessity to this world.
When in 8 years old, when Daddy influenced you to continue to write, and you was exposed to the literary world, and then when you met Lauren, right, in college, when did that invoke a different passion, or did it add on to the passion that you already have?
It just added on. You know, again, I come from a very passion-driven family. My daddy told me, either you go work or you gonna go to school. Right. You can't sit up in here and not do nothing.
Sure, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do whatever the highest thing on that list is.
Indeed.
And for me, it was going to school.
And you did that.
Yeah, and I always knew. See, we have such a limited understanding of life and of how things work. I would sit in the passenger side of my daddy's car, and I would have these questions flowing through my mind, flowing through my soul, and I would just really, I know now it was the voice of God, the voice of my ancestors saying, just wait, the answers are coming.
Right.
And now at 30 years old, I can say that I have a lot of the answers that I did not have as a youth.
Right.
And that I have a lot of the understanding that was necessary for me to fill the holes of my pain in order to move forward in success.
Do you write with that pain?
Of course. Of course, because I have to.
Sure you will.
My job as a healer is to be vulnerable, to be a model to individuals who don't necessarily know how to heal.
Right.
Because we think we got it all wrapped up, we think we got it all figured out, but we don't.
Right.
Many of us, we only live this lifetime one time.
Indeed.
You get what I'm saying? So we have to really be willing and be humble and understanding that, and be humble and moving forward with the understanding that I know nothing. I know nothing.
Right. Fill my cup. I mean, the cup, fill it.
Man,
fill my
come
cup.
on.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. So I want to say, I'm afraid to say it, but I think we hit it. What drives your passion? But it's so much.
It's so much.
It's so much to drive your passion. Here's a question for you. As an adult, because I know you speak, because Justin, big shout out to Justin. Again, 2 shows in a row, Mr. Justin.
Yay,
so
Justin,
he knows a lot of the right people. He knows a lot of the right people. So again, as an adult, what was one of your first poems? And I want to say that you spit.
Oh,
And that's a poetry term, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. The solid poem that I spit was the poem that I wrote when I finished my 9-month rites of passage into womanhood, which was an Afrocentric program that helped me to build a toolkit in order to navigate through the challenges of womanhood and of life.
Look at that. Who inspired you to do that? Side note.
God, like remember I said I sat next to my father and God was saying you gonna get the answers.
And so God.
And so as long as I continue to step forward, my path, everything that I needed to meet on my path met me.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So what was the question again?
The poem, what as an
Yes, so it's my intro. This is my intro piece. I wrote my poem during that time.
Right.
And literally, that's the first piece that I spit whenever I step on a particular stage for the first time. If you're trying to get to know me,
Indeed.
that's the piece you want to listen to.
Right. And tells who you are and what to expect.
Indeed.
I love it.
Indeed.
I love it.
Indeed.
Can I borrow that? I need an intro piece.
Okay.
I love that.
Yes, you better get you one.
I think I should.
Look, you better come in with a grand entrance everywhere you go.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And so I think what Jesus would do in this segment is to reunite us. And it's not about the color of who you are, but it's about who you are. And we all here, and I love how you alluded to, is to keep us from doing what we should do. It's keeping us from our greatness.
It's a distraction.
So what would Jesus do in our greatness? It is to keep us on the path of our greatness. How can we find you?
You can find me, you can find me on Facebook, Tuyeni Akanke Smith, TUYENIAKANKE Smith. You could also go to my website, truthinspiresyou.com. I am the CEO of Truth Inspires You Education Consulting. And you could also hit me up on Instagram at Tuyeni Akanke, because my pictures be on fleek. What's up?
6:30 every Sunday. Listen in. Take care. God bless.
Peace and light.
Love it.